me, what I really enjoy about philanthropy events, what makes them so fun, is seeing all the Greek community, like fraternities and sororities, come together, and it's really competitive, especially with dodgeball.
So for Delta Dodgeball this year, I was actually a coach for one of the other sororities that competed, and it was just such a fun experience to be able to play dodgeball and watch other girls play dodgeball, root everyone on.
I was completely taken aback by just how cheery and colorful and happy it all seemed, and how easy it seemed. It all just seemed to work very well.
The kids always seemed happy, no matter what was going on in their life. It's just so amazing to know that we're a part of their miracle.
They're not thinking, oh, I need to make sure I grab a razor and a toothbrush. They're thinking, I need to get my child to this hospital so they can be better. We were able to make goodie bags that had those kind of things in there so that they can not have to focus on the stuff that doesn't really matter.
Our Fat Talk Free campaign is a focus on, rather than a thin ideal that's kind of pushed onto girls every day by society, it's more of a healthy ideal.
It's one of the best weeks because we go around and promote loving your self-image.
It wasn't until I joined Tridalta that I really gained the confidence that I needed to grow into who I am right now.
So when I was a new member, one of the best things that I got to experience in Tridelt was our semi-formal, which we call Pearl Preview.
Going to Disney with your best friends and acting like a kid for a day when you are in college is probably one of the funnest days I had in my fall semester.
So our first special was Caribbean themed, and I was yes, I got this. And we get to the house and nobody's dressed up.
She was so mortified that this had happened.
Being in a sorority with over 130 girls, you're not going to be best friends with all of them, but a sister is definitely someone who's always going to stick by your side.
If you're not in a club or a sorority, it's really hard to socialize. But then I joined Tridelt, and my whole college experience just changed for me.
I knew after I left here on preference day, I was Tridelt, it has to be, I need it.
They really wanted us to join and be ourselves. They didn't want us to join and try and be like everyone else in the room.
It just felt like home. It felt like a family. It felt like my home away from home.
Coming in here and talking to these girls, you know what feels right for you and you know what feels like your home, and this is most definitely my home.
Especially during the holidays, not having family that lives around you is really tough.
When you come into the house, people are asking where you came from. If you're leaving the house, or asking where you're going, they're just genuinely more interested in you.
Living in Tridelt has, without a doubt, brought me closer to my sisterhood. You come home and you're actually home.
You don't really text anybody. You kind of just go and visit them.
You're never lonely. You're always with someone who cares.
If it's anything at all, Tridalta is not simply a pansy or 3 deltas. But if you're going to insist it's something, Tridalta is. Walking through the house filled with the familiar sounds of your sister's laughter, and smiling as you remember last week's dance party. Knowing that all of my sisters are so individually unique, yet together we are complete. Tridalta is taking silly pictures, laughing so hard your sides hurt, and finding friends to accept all your weirdest qualities. Tridalta is sitting on the back porch and listening with your whole heart because your sister is lost and lonely. You never say a word, but walk away feeling as if it was the best conversation in the world. Tridalta is moving 1,000 miles away from home, but returning 8 months later to find 80 girls waiting for you with open arms as though no time had even passed. It's coming in late one night and snuggling on the couch to tell a sister who has seen you through some of your hardest times that you're finally happy. You grow inside these wise old walls of Tridalta and learn more about yourself in 4 short years than you ever did in the first 18 combined. You learn that a sister is much more than just a friend. She is someone to confide in or be there when you need her the most. It's finding a family through sisters who support you when you feel like the world is crashing down. You will learn that no matter where you came from or what brought you here, in Tridalta you will always have a place to call home. It's finding your best friend through your little. She's the first person you call with good news so that you can celebrate together. No matter how you're feeling, her response is the one you want to hear before anyone else. You'll learn that sisterhood begins with 3 letters, grows through dinners and theme parties, and leaves a lifelong legacy. Shopping through Catherine's closet for the perfect outfit for girls' night out, then running downstairs for hair and makeup by Tatiana. You learn that though change isn't always easy and life can sometimes be hard, your sisters will never leave your side. And when one door closes, you know that the Tri Delta house will always be open. You learn that no matter how big and how messy the world becomes, what is permanent and what is precious is always the same. What we have to offer our new members is not just a house, but a home, and a place to live that is filled with people who care about you. In Tri Delta, we have a unique sisterhood, one that allows for individuality, respects your needs, and is yet very hard to describe. A sister is one who sticks around, especially when she thinks your spirits are low. She's a person who walks with you and talks with you when you need a sister by your side. She's a person who shares all your problems just when you need a shoulder to lean on. Once I was one, now I am many. Once we were many, now we are one.